Hello again. It is I. Yes. I've come to the conclusion, another possible origin for my laughter, because, as you may not have gathered, though this is in fact the case, the last laughing video I made was only a possible origin. You see, there's another way I could have got this laughing problem. I call it the laughing gene. What, you ask, is a laughing gene? Well, I'll tell you what a laughing gene is. It is the gene of laughter. As in, the way you inherit blue eyes from your father, or blonde hair from your mother, or something like that, you know? Inheritance! Yeah, well, I think I've inherited laughter. Let me explain why. My father, Sir Harold John Surflatten. I say Harold John is his name, even though it's not his real name. I only say it's his name to protect his real name, which is Robin. Oh, well, I just told you that, but, you can just forget it, you know, just assume his real name is Harold John Surflatten, just so I can protect his real name, you know, so no one can know what it is, you know. But anyway, let me explain why I think I've inherited laughter from my father. One day, the whole family, we just gathered round to watch an episode of Father Ted, a comedy program for those who are not familiar with it. Yeah. So, we all gathered around to watch it. Let me demonstrate what my father was like. Right. I am my father now. Right, everybody, let's just sit down and watch this, shall we? Right, turn it on. Oh, that's good. Oh, very good. That's what happened. My father literally had that amount of laughter. He laughed so much he started wheezing and choking to a point where he had to leave the room. The whole family exchanged disturbed looks as we heard the sound of running water and wheezing in the kitchen next door. And I think I may have inherited that laughing gene from my father. And it only matured when I was 11. Though, of course, since I drank the tonic water, this stuff, at the age of 11, and that's when the laughing started, that is a more logical explanation. Though, of course, it could have affected me more than most, since I also inherited the laughing gene from my father. Couldn't it, eh? Huh? Couldn't it? Couldn't it, eh? Yeah! And anyway, since that's my second explanation, and I decided to tell you more of the effects of the laughter. I told you I laugh at random times, but some things are just so random you wouldn't believe it. And one particularly inappropriate time was in one history lesson. We were learning about the murder of the Romanov family, you know? How those people came to the house, killed the family, you know, like killed them. Then, and all the children died, you know? They were like obliterated, destroyed, etc. And, of course, that's not funny, of course, except to some sort of weird psychopath. And we were sitting in the lesson while the history teacher was talking about the family getting murdered. He was just like, yes, the family got murdered, etc. And no one was laughing, as it's not funny. But I started laughing. I was just like... while he was talking about the family getting brutally slaughtered. And the history teacher looked at me, and he saw me laughing. I was just like... He's like, "You're all right there. You appear to be chuckling to yourself. Hard to imagine what's so funny about the murder of a whole family, but, you know." And I was just like... And yeah, I laughed at that. In English especially for some reason, English seems particularly funny, even though the English teacher is just talking about normal English stuff, the exams and stuff, and just proper English stuff, poetry, literature, Shakespeare, etc. I'm just laughing. I'm just like for the whole lesson. I'm just like that, about 10 minutes at a time. Scares the girl next to me. And in drum lessons, let me tell you of how my laughter came to be. My first time laughing in the drum lesson. Well, basically, in the drum lessons, the student is on their own with the drum kit, with the drum teacher, and he's just talking to them about the drums and stuff. And the first lesson I started laughing, it was like about the fourth one. The drum teacher was talking about the drum notes and the drum teacher was talking about the drum notes and stuff. And then he just saw me like this. And he was like, "What's so funny?" And I was just like, "Nothing." And he was just like, "Yeah, well, anyway, yeah." And then he looked at me again, and he saw me like, and he was like, "What's so funny?" And I was just like, "Nothing." And he's like, "Right, so anyway, what is so funny?" And I was just like, and he was just staring at me, stony-faced. He was just like, and I was just laughing, screeching with mad laughter. And he was just like, what's so funny? Is my fly undone or something? I was just like, ah! And he's like, "You might as well tell me why you're laughing." And I was just like, "Nothing." He was like, "You're laughing at nothing." And I was like, "Yes." I'm consistently now in drum lessons. There is some point in the lesson where I start laughing, and the drum teacher, it's worse because I'm alone with the drum teacher, and he just stares at me stony-faced, and he's just like, "Oh, I knew you were going to start laughing at some point this lesson. I can't help it. The laughter. I've got this laughter mutation inside me. I'm the laughing guy, Sir Laugh-A-Lot. I go by many laughing names. Well, not many, just those two actually. Or Laughing Boy, though. I'm not very fond of that one. But yeah. And that concludes the laughing tale. Though, of course, if I come up with any other explanations for this weird laughing, I will, of course, inform you immediately. Yes. Oh, right! Gotta end the video. Sorry about that. Wait, are there any more laughter stories? I'm sure. There must be! Let me think. Come on. Well, if I think of any, I'll make a video about them. See ya soon.